Howdy, hello, welcome to Saturday Night Jaw Harp Live. Actually, we are Sunday Night Jaw Harp Live. To those of you who are new here, these are jaw harps, a old style mouth musical instrument. See if we just move closer. We've got two things going on here. There we go. That might work, at least semi-well. If I won't mute us. And it's placed up against the teeth, and it creates a spectrum of overtones that can be manipulated with your mouth. Oh, hello from Canada, says Jaw Harping Time. Hello from Georgia. Hurts my teeth too bad. Oh, are you playing a Snoopy harp? Because Snoopy harps will definitely hurt your teeth, actually. And if you want to play any jaw harp against the lips, look up on YouTube or on my TikTok the No Teeth Jaw Harp hack. It'll show you how to clamp a jaw harp so you can play it up against your lips. And there are many types of jaw harps that are lip playable. Let's go over a few of them. This would be a Kubing. Well, actually, I'll go over the most common one you're going to find first. The first most common you probably find about anywhere is the Dan Moi from Vietnam. They're actually played up against the lips. Hello from Indian River, Michigan. Oh, hello. How hard do you need to hit the reed? Well, it depends on the jaw harp. Some have a much stiffer tongue or reed, and you have to pluck a little bit more firmly. Some have really flexible, so you kind of got to gauge out with the harp how hard do you need to pluck it to get the sound or get productive sound. And this is probably one of the most common, widely available mouth played or lip played musical instruments is the Vietnamese Dan Moi. And I wouldn't recommend giving these to small children because they are pokey. So if you're playing it and you have this reed vibrating in your mouth and it's very, very pokey on the end, don't slide it in your mouth. Keep it in one spot because the reed's going in and out in between your lips. Billy Strings has a song with this called "Living Like an Animal." Oh, I love some of the songs I've heard by Billy Strings. So well plucking. Would that be called plucking when you're playing the banjo and the guitar? And there is Mittens or Kitten. If you see her getting near the candle, please comment and I will put the candle out because we don't want cats and fire don't always mix. However, last night I had the candle going during live and she did not fuss with it at all. Another common style of lip played mouth musical instrument is in my last video I referred to this as a kujan. That is not what they're called. Somebody commented who knew how to say it in Mandarin. It's kaoshin, and they are 3 leaves, kind of look like the Dan Moi, that you can play in front of your mouth. Kind of just keep them spaced evenly, and you just spread your mouth large enough that it can capture them overtones. And that's the kaoshin, a really ancient style of musical instrument from China. I'm not sure, and if you know which region of China the kaoshin is from, comment below, because I'm not sure. I know it's from China, but I don't know what region or province or area. Where do you get one? Harper.com is a great place to get jaw harps if you're in Canada, Australia, or the United States. Let's see, what else should we play? Sipping on a beer. Let's play something Indian. Let's play a Gorkha. It's a Gorkha brass peacock morchang. And there I'm doing like percussive, but I'm doing it on an in breath because this is a draw starter. What I'm doing there is on my in and out breaths, and I'm doing some open closed glottis there. Do I know any country music? I don't know how to play any country music, but I am familiar with the music that is country. Let's see, what's one country music singer that comes to mind? Paul Cawthon. We've got some good music. Let's see. What else should we play? Here's one. This is a Rhombus Morchang by a Yodha of Indonesia. And you'll see Nico Cornelius or Jaw Harp on TikTok playing these a lot. You can see he has a tattoo on his forearm too. And he's really good on that. It has a smaller trigger, so it does lend itself well to inward-outward fast pipe. And I'm not an outward player, but let's just see how my outward plucking is and just see where it goes, where it takes us. And comment below, are you new to the jaw harp, the mouth harp, or Morchang, Munarp, Morchunga? Is this a new thing for you, or are there harpists out there? So comment below if you're a harpist. Comment below, do you prefer metal jaw harps or bamboo jaw harps? It depends on what kind of mood I'm in. For most of the harps I play are metal, but I do have some harps in bamboo and red palm that play very well. Benjamin Berger 08 says very new. Oh, cool. Did you just happen upon the jaw harp? Is this the first jaw harp video you've seen, or have you seen it before? You can also see them in popular culture in like cartoons. You'll hear the spring noise, la 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 la. And that almost needs a rattle. I'm gonna put a rattle on the foot. See where sometimes I get lost and I lose track of the rhythm or the beat, but let's see where it goes, and we'll see if it distorts our microphone. I think I'm stomping on the floor. This is a carpet covered concrete down here, so hopefully it won't affect our camera adversely. I play them every day since jaw hopping time, up to 120 so far. Oh, cool. And what's your favorite one? I'm betting Yakudian. Actually, I want to play a different harp. I want to switch that out. Somebody was commenting on bamboo. Here's a bamboo one. I think this is a Kubing. Or no, this is the from Bali. Oh, I can't. The name of it slips my mind. Do different materials make different sounds? Yes, and even the same materials can make much different sounds based on length, width, taper, where weight is distributed on it. So yes, even the same exact building materials, even two harps made in the same model can sound very differently. Yeah, it's really easy to get lost and get pretty weird on that. And I like the case that it comes in too. What should we play? Let's play something. Play something juicy. Here's a Babayev bass Munarp. A sip of tea. Normally on Sundays I have a little bit of leftover loose leaf brewed tea from the weekend. But yeah, this Monarch, the gaps are tight pretty much beginning to finish. That is a very difficult thing to achieve. Babayev is pretty good at this though. Had a bleeding lip the first night I had mine. Yes, and that is avoidable too. If you cram the harp, and I've had it happen before. If your harp's crammed too close to the corner, there isn't really room for the reed to travel, and it'll rub up against and abrade your lip. And especially on Glaserin instruments, which are kind of like a scissor at the end, they can actually cut you open or just abrade you until you bleed. So if you're getting blood on your harp, that means you're too far in the corner. Slide it in just enough to have room for the reed to move. On the Harpery website, are they handmade? Jaw harps? Yes, most jaw harps are handmade. Even the Glaserin, which are machine cut, a lot of the grinding and assembly and balancing and adjusting of the instrument is done by hand. Whereas like this is an entirely handmade harp. All your Rajasthani harps are handmade. A lot of harps from around the world are handmade. What about broken teeth? No broken teeth here. Stay away from Snoopy harps. Stay away from toy jaw harps. And if your teeth aren't strong and your gums aren't healthy, it may not be advisable to play tooth played jaw harps. You might want to switch over to a lip played style. Is it corrending? I have some ones that play better. Some play really fuzzy. There we go. This is my good one. And I'm not plucking it. I'm just hitting the end, and it causes it to vibrate. The Abba Idan Indonesian corrending are pretty good. Some of the higher ones I don't like as much because they're not as flexible. But like the lower pitched ones. That higher one I don't like so much. But these lower pitched ones really have a good throw to them. Oh, somebody gave me a rose. Well, thank you. I appreciate the sentiment of that. I don't know what a rose does, but it sounds like a Jew's harp. Yeah, Jew's harp, jaw harp, mouth harp. There are 50 million different names for them. We'll adjust this camera down. There we go. We'll just maybe scoot you back just a hair. I never know what the best way to get two cameras or two phones to where you look at them, both of them. I've tried mounts that go side by side. Now I kind of have them staggered so that the cameras are nearer. But yeah, if I'm looking here, I'm looking at this phone. Then I'm looking here, there's that phone. Let's just stop babbling and start playing. What is everybody? Does the jaw harp vibrate on your teeth? Says Hangry. Yes, it does. It plays up against there, and you want to avoid getting those mass-produced jaw harps that are on like Amazon and eBay. The Snoopy harp, Trophy jaw harp, First Note jaw harp, Bluegrass jaw harp, and Hillbilly jaw harp are actually all the same harp. They're all the modern variation of the Snoopy, which are really stiff, and they have really big gaps. They don't really make any sound, so stay away from those because those will break your teeth. But make sure you have a good jaw harp with a flexible reed. It should have flex. Can you explain the origin of the jaw harp? I don't know. They know that they go back a long ways, especially in Asia. I think back to like maybe 17th century BC. But although and nobody knows exactly how old the jaw harp is, but in the Susat from Papua New Guinea, we don't even know how old this is, because they would not preserve in that environment. But yeah, there also a variation of it is found in Papua New Guinea. And it kind of has a sweet spot. It'll take me a second probably to find it. It's a string tapped. Test character says the origin of the jaw harp is very disputed, but is accepted. It was discovered in Asia 5,700 years ago. Oh yeah, that's way back. Let's play something else. What should we play? We haven't played anything really clean and high-pitched. Let's play. We played Gorka. We played Babayev. Let's play a Mohan. Mohan's another maker in Rajasthan, India, who makes really really excellent quality harps. What's your favorite harp? I don't have a favorite harp. But any given weekend, I'll have like, if you just look, there'll be like a cluster of harps beside me here, and I'll play like 10 or 15 of them, and then I'll alternate them out. Every day it'll kind of change, but there'll be kind of stuff that is the theme for the weekend. I've been playing on this Mohan in particular. Um, Also, some of the Babayev small melodics I've been digging on, the Gorka, yeah. And I'll play 10 or 15 of them, and I'll play just a varying rhythm on them. Do you like Ukrainian drimba? Yes, there are a few really good drimba makers out of Ukraine. One would be Dernovoy. I'll play the Dernovoy. Actually, I'll play the Dernovoy now. Dernovoy, Baskovich, Plekhanov, there's a bunch of them. Ovcharenko, Oleg Niga, um, Vangerak. Actually, this is a traditional Hutsul drimba. This is made by the elder Vangerak, the older Vangerak. What got you into jaw harps? I got hurt at work. I got a hernia, and I had to do a hernia surgery, and I had like 7 weeks off work, so I bought a toy jaw harp from Hobby Lobby, and then I ended up getting into real jaw harps. Jaw harp and didgeridoo are the perfect combination. Yeah, they're also both overtone instruments too. Who is the science coming out of the instrument itself or from the vibrations of your jaw? It needs a place to. My mouth is an acoustical resonating chamber, kind of like a guitar, a box, the hole in it, and the jaw is vibrating, and then it's resting up against my teeth. I'm worried about damaging my teeth. Then stick to playing lip play jaw harps. But also one big thing is a lot of people who break their teeth are playing Snoopy harps, and they're common variants. Those are the mass-produced ones on like Amazon and eBay and out of music stores. So yeah, don't make sure the jaw harp you're playing is a real jaw harp with a good flexible reed. Like these, Vangerak and his son makes them now too. The elder Vangerak ended up passing away, but his son makes them. They are super super flexible. Yeah, that's like a little piece of really stiff paper. Yeah, that's a Ukrainian drimba. Somebody asked about that. Let's play a couple other Ukrainian drimba. We're going to get into Dernovoy. This is his drimba pattern. I've only seen him make this shape a couple of times, and it still has the drimba trigger. It's the hook loop. It doesn't make a full circle, so this is one you don't want to pluck outward. You just want to pluck inward. But oh, they are beautiful melodic instruments. It's kind of got a little bit of a snarl to it. This is Alexander Dernovoy. See the music, the instrument by itself. There's what the sound it makes. Then when it's resting up against my mouth, as my tongue goes up, pitch goes up. What's this? Says Markle 732. This is a jaw harp. This style in particular is a Ukrainian drimba, but they're found all throughout the world in different names, varieties, sounds. Oh, Dernovoy are sweet instruments. Let's play another. Since we're on a Ukraine kick, let's play another Ukrainian maker's harp. This is Yuri Viskovich makes these. This is a G2. It's a pretty clean. It's probably one of the cleanest harps in G2 that I have in my collection, and they're pretty highly polished too. You sound like them people on cigarette commercials. I haven't seen I don't remember seeing cigarette commercials as a kid. I remember them being in magazines, but yeah. I don't know if I've ever seen a cigarette commercial. Oh, cool! I'm glad that the harp's coming at you. Your breath when you playing. If it can can you listen to it in recording? Maybe, I don't know. That's a funny name. It's the person's name says I fart loud. It sounds honest. There's another person. I've seen that comment before. Can you play that song from Fantastic Mr. Fox? I've never seen all of the Fantastic Mr. Fox, but many people have commented that the jaw harp is in there. If you can remember, at what time signature does it happen in the Fantastic Mr. Fox, the jaw harp? Zeppelin, Stairway to Heaven. I don't know that. Let's see. That was of Viskovich. What else should we play? Oh, let's get down. This is Ovcharenko. Ovcharenko is also out of Ukraine. We'll play a bunch of Ukrainian makers. Might as well. Send them some good energy. Things are hard over there. I was talking to Viskovich yesterday, and he's saying, like, he can't hardly even build harps right now. They're losing power so much. He's getting, like, a couple hours, like, here and there throughout the day, so it's hard for him to even produce harps. This is Ovcharenko makes this one. It's the Tree of Life, or I think it's Yggdrasil. And here we're getting into the Ovcharenko are more like a Holmes than they are like a Djeremba. Now I'm just going, and I'm bringing my lips off it too, so I've got the, there I'm doing the open and close, oh, nice, poking are a good playing harp. Yes, I'm doing that, but I'm also bringing my lips on and off. Just with the lips on and off, here's what it sounds like. So combining those two things. I can put a snarl on that. Without the snarl. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh, congratulations, Julian Neely, 020, is getting married. Oh, congratulations. I hope it's a wonderful venture into a new companionship with a person. Awesome. More comments like that. That's an uplifting, nice comment. Let's see. We'll play another maker out of Ukraine. Here is this one here is Moxeyev. I haven't heard from Moxeyev for a long time. He's in Ukraine. They're in an occupied region, though, I think. There's yell 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 yell, and at the end I'll sneak in an in breath, but I kind of try to make it be part of the song. Oh yeah. Hugh, 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 hugh. Is the closest analog or the explanation of what I'm doing there. What does TikTok come to? Jaw harp. Jaw harp's what's happening now. Jaw harp in real time. What harps has everybody been playing? What are you into if you're a harp player? Comment below what harps you're into. Somebody commented a Pokin. I got a Pokin. I don't know if I have a Pavel. I have his brother Vladimir Pokin. I have one of his harps. We'll get into that. This is not an expensive harp. This is one of the more affordable ones. Reminds me of the didgeridoo. Yeah, aptly put. It's also an overtone instrument, just like the didgeridoo is. Wow, we've been on almost a half hour. We'll play jaw harp for another couple minutes. Have you ever smacked your teeth? Yes, playing Glasrin instruments especially. I used to play aggressive outward, and they have a big like spiral trigger that looks like kind of like a cinnamon roll. And it's easy to get your finger caught in there, get your angle wrong instead of brushing it. Catch it on the big end and pull the jaw harp away from your teeth and smack yourself in the teeth. So it's not that I hit my teeth with the reed, it's that the jaw harp went away from me and had all this mass come back at me just like that. And yeah, I didn't chip my tooth there, and I didn't chip it there either. But actually, you just seen an accident. I really didn't mean to hit myself in the teeth that hard with the harp. But yeah, that's what worries me the most, is not getting your tooth hit with the reed, is getting the actual mass of the instrument pulled away from your mouth, and then it slaps you in the teeth, because there's a lot of mass moving, especially like on like a Glasrin Star or a big, long, upper end, medium stiffness harp. Also wouldn't want to do that on some of the Morchang too. Let's see, we're playing jaw harps from Ukraine. We'll play a couple more. Let's play, this is Oleg Niga makes this one. That's an easy one to get lost in. His harps are super, super sensitive. And we could not. Let's see. We'll play a couple more makers out of there. Oh, yeah. Here is Here's another one. Here's Denis Plekhanov out of Ukraine. And he makes a bunch of different styles. Some of his styles are plainer, and some of them are more decorative. I think this is a plain F2-ish harp. Nice tight gaps. Pretty stable play on this one. Oh, I could play that one a long time. That harp is screaming loud too. That's upper end, medium stiffness, which like with a laser tight gap on there, you can't hardly even see any light in between the deck and the reed on that one. Let's play one more harp. You can't talk about Ukrainian harps unless you talk about Pizhov. But Pizhov, last I talked to him, things weren't going too well. He was not going to be making any more jaw harps, and he's not sure if he'll ever make again. But Pizhov, Sergei Pizhov, out of Ukraine. This one I think is E2. Look at the gaps on this thing. This is from here all the way up, laser tight. I would say technically perfect, near perfect compression, which is pretty rare. Very consistent compression too. Pretty stable throwing harp. The bell ring in this harp, just listen to it. You can always hear if a jaw harp is off just a little bit or saturated a bit on the tail end of its decomposition. Like here, let's just grab one that I know is going to be saturated. Like a God of Sev. I said I would be wrapping it up at 30 minutes, but we're 33 minutes and still going. We'll play a couple more. Here's a harp that's very saturated. Listen to the end of the as the decay. Do you like potatoes? Yeah, I do like potatoes. Oh, I'm your favorite TikToker. Oh, cool. Awesome. Now listen to the Pizhov. And I'm not knocking the God of Sev. God of Sev are really, really loud. Just listen to it. That's an extremely powerful, extremely loud instrument. But listen to the Pizhov, the bell ring on it. I'm not saying other jaw harp makers don't get perfect bell rings, but Pizhov, the couple I played, are about as perfect of a bell ring and perfect of a decay and sustain as you can get. Moxie Magnus says I bought my giant harp from you. Oh, cool. Does that vibrate your teeth? No, it should be placed up against the teeth. It shouldn't be vibrating away from it. Beautiful instrument. And Pizhov, if you're out there, I hope you're doing okay. I think Pizhov might have been in Kherson. I'm not sure exactly. Somebody messaged me, said they haven't heard from him in quite a while. I'm like, oh, hope he's doing okay. Let's play one more jaw harp. Let's play something. Let's play this one here. This one is the Babayev Morchang. This is a take on a Rajasthani style, although this one's done by Dima Babayev, because Dima Babayev harps are some of the most melodic I've played. Brendoid's overtones. You get even jaw harp in the name. I bought the Nepalese Ramas Morchanga and love it. So different than the Hungarian drum. Oh yes, they are two very different instruments. Yes, Mia, ignore the trolls. I haven't seen any trolls. I love a good troll on my social media sometimes, or at least, especially on videos, because like trolls will comment. Like I've had one person go through my YouTube and comment on 7 different like troll comments on 7 different videos, and I seen it and I answered. I'm like, oh, this is awesome. You're really upping the engagement. So can you troll all my videos? I have like 1,000, and they never commented again. But yeah, trolls are helpful for user engagement. And most of the time, if anybody's trolling me, it's always about my ears. They're like, oh, your ears stick out from your head. Yeah, they do. And I like them. They work pretty good. They're good for hearing. Someone's bullying you. Oh, I don't see anybody bullying. Oh, that's well, most people have an Adam's apple. Yeah. Yeah, most people have an Adam's apple. Ugh. There's nothing wrong with it. It's part of your neck. How much do they cost? They range somewhere between $25 and $200 and some dollars normally. $25 to get you a Pokin or get you like a Ramos Morchanga. And that you can do plenty with them. Howdy from Eureka, Nevada. Oh, howdy back at you. Howdy from Kansas. How much is the one you're playing now? Babayev, 200 plus. But if you want to get this quality of instrument, you don't have to go with Babayev. Plus, Babayev are pretty rare. You could always roll with Mohan. Mohan are $45 to $65 will get you a similar harp made by Mohan that similar to what Babayev will do. I'm from Suriname and I have big ears abilities. Cool. Really, yeah. People always are tripping about people's ears, and it used to bother me back when I was in school, but now it's like I don't care. People are like, oh, your ears are weird. They're kind of misshapen. Yeah, I got a bit of cauliflower ear, especially like on this side. You can see the hard parts of my ear. A little bit of cauliflower because I used to do MMA and also jiu-jitsu, and I'm getting back into Brazilian jiu-jitsu. I think with my son during the first part of this year, but yeah. People always tripping on ears, and it's the most common negative comment, and I don't get many negative comment I get is like, you have big ears. Like, come on, be original. Write a saga. If you're going to troll me, do like a paragraph or 2 or whatever will fit. Sounds in an odd way like a didgeridoo, LOL. Yes, that is true. They are both overtone instruments. Well, let's play somebody was commenting on, how much is that Morchang I'm playing. Morchang are not an expensive instrument. If you want super high quality, go with Mohan or Bagvana. Or if you want like superior draw start ability, get a Gorka that draw starts. Let's get into a Mohan as a decorate. Most of the ones Mohan doesn't decorate, but every once in a while he'll send some that do. Daryl Shields. What? Let's see. Is there any way to block this? Manage. We'll just mute you. Yeah, if you're. Yeah, we'll mute you so that you're not. It seems like you're harassing somebody. That's the first time I've ever seen that happen. I'm sorry, somebody's kind of getting bullied. There was some back and forth down there, but yeah, just you can watch it, but just don't negatively comment about other people. That's not nice. And this is by Mohan, one of the older makers in Rajasthan. He forges really tight Morchang, and he does it in like an earthen forge too. Try talking through the jar. Hello, how are you? I've always wanted to learn how to play a jaw harp. Can we get a step-by-step guide on hand placement? Yes, and also in my profile, one of the top 3 pinned videos is how to play the jaw harp in like 60 seconds. So first thing you're going to do is you're going to want a real jaw harp, not a Snoopy jaw harp, not one of those mass-produced ones from Amazon or Walmart or eBay. Although there are some good ones on Amazon and eBay, but not Snoopy harps, not First Note jaw harp, and about 5 other varieties. First thing you want to do, most harps are not going to be, some harps will be Yakudian grip or like the Moranzano grip, but most harps, pretty much the one universal grip you can do on almost any harp is this 2-point grip, thumb and pointer, middle finger, pinching the bottom, pointer finger resting in front. Don't put it on top because then I find it makes a fulcrum. You want to place it in front so it has several points of tension, kind of like if you're holding a fork. And everybody's hands are different. Like my hands are upper end of medium size. So my grip might be different than somebody who has really large hands. They might have to modify their grip a little bit. The most thing you want to do is not compress the jaw harp to where it closes the decks, the blades of the deck down on the frame or down on the reed. Or you also don't want to touch the middle part. If you touch the middle part, it's like touching a guitar string. It can't vibrate. I've done several TikToks with jaw harps. Your YouTube's been super helpful. Oh, I'm glad it's been super helpful. Yes, Moxie Megas. I'll try to remember to look you up. Yeah, if you're making jaw harp videos, I like to like especially reshare them on the Instagram or reshare them on YouTube. I don't know if there's a way to reshare them on TikTok unless you're resharing them via message. I don't know a bunch about TikTok. I make TikTok videos, but I'm really not the most well versed. Oh, Seraphim Ghost or Goose, how are you? My beer is done, so it's about time to wrap this up. Let's end by playing the Mohan. It vibrates off my teeth, and I just feel it is off. Is it a Snoopy harp? Comment below if it's a Snoopy harp. If you have one of the most common musical instruments out there that's a jaw harp, those are awful. Don't put those up against your teeth. You don't want Snoopy harp. You don't want first note jaw harp. You don't want a trophy jaw harp. You don't want a bluegrass jaw harp, and you don't want a hillbilly jaw harp. And there's probably a couple more because they keep coming out with different varieties. It's like they take the same non-playable jaw harp and they repackage it a whole bunch of times over. So stay away from those. How often do you go live? Every Saturday night, I go live on the YouTube channel Bedport Harpery and also on the Instagram channel Jaw the Harp. And every Sunday, I go live on TikTok at Jaw the Harper. We're live right there. And I've been going live a little bit now on the Harpery YouTube channel as well. I might start doing some stuff with the North American Jaw Harpist to kind of get some content out there because we're going to be possibly doing a festival in 2023. It's really old, Civil War era. We'll look more into it. Yeah, if you're playing a really old antique harp, those harps, a lot of them have been abused. A lot of them have reeds that are coming loose, and a lot of them have really stiff reeds. So, yeah, you might want to update, get yourself a new jaw harp. Keep that Civil War era jaw harp hanging on your wall. I love y'all. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe for more Harper. Keep your harps clean, keep them dry, keep them old. And most of all, be good to each other. I'm going to end by playing Harp I Made. Love y'all. Harp out. Do you only pluck in one direction? I pretty much primarily pluck inward, although you can pluck some jaw harps in both directions. It will reduce the lifespan a little bit, but there's a lot of cool fast play tricks you can do with plucking in both directions. I love y'all. Harp out.